The question of whether or not there is religious freedom in our nation is most definitely of great importance, especially now more than ever following a rise in ethno-religious conflicts in Sri Lanka. But also the internationally growing movement of hard right-wing groups that spew hate based on one's religion, like the RSS. If one were to discuss this issue, right, they'd have to look at the constitutional and legal framework of Sri Lanka, the social differences, unwritten laws, and the general norms that we follow, and finally the effect of an international rise in hate and ultranationalist movements that set fascism as a gold standard. Religious freedom, as stated by many, protects people's right to live, speak, and act according to their belief peacefully and publicly. With that regard, we must look at our constitution and we must go into Article 10, which essentially states that every person is entitled to the freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This means that one cannot lawfully deter or coerce a member of this state to alter his or her belief. And honestly, this makes me so glad that I am not from an autonomous region in China called Xinjiang. Honestly, the constitution being the backbone of our nation and the piece of document, and even the president was and established that in most occasions we do have religious freedom for all. But what happens when these rights are obstructed, when we are discriminated against? Don't worry, our penal codes will protect us, or at least they should. Section 290 of the Penal Code, number 2 of 1883, Section 79-2 of the Police Ordinance, number 16 of 1865, the application of the MVP of International Humanitarian Law, Section 3-1 of the ICCPR Act, and many other legal components of our system criminalizes hate speech, obstruction of peace, defiling a place of religious practice, and many other heinous crimes. What we see here is that our nation acknowledges our rights and also has methods of ensuring that we aren't discriminated against. So what exactly is the problem? Implementation, political interference, and a lack of social awareness. How many of you knew about these facts? The NCASL in 2019 documented 94 incidents of attacks on churches, intimidation of and violence against pastors and their congregations, and obstruction of worship services compared to 88 in 2018. And according to NCASL, a prominent event took place in Devinuvara, Mathura, on 18th of May 2019, where approximately 30 Buddhist monks and a mob estimated to be over 2,000 persons staged a major protest over a Christian place of worship. There also has been an increased frequency of anti-Muslim riots in Tikana, Gintota, Alukkama, Beruvala. The list only continues. Religious freedom is not only the constitutional right, but also the free practice and social acceptance. That aspect is our biggest concern, and that has to be acknowledged right now.